Warning, this video may contain spoilers for late parts in the game. If you plan on playing this at some point, turn back now. You have been warned. CR with a new top 5 bosses list, and we have the classic Ocarina of Time bosses. I'm gonna mention off the top that I actually think these bosses are quite weak in a game sense, but in general the Zelda series bosses have never been anything incredible, at least to me. But I do have a bit of a soft spot for a few of them, so let's get to the list. Queen Goma. If you've seen my other boss list, I usually like the first boss you faced in most video games, as it gives you a glimpse as to what you have to look forward to on how you approach bosses, and Queen Goma is no different, and is a pretty great introductory boss. I'm not a fan of spiders generally, and while being a spider queen, it's more of a moving eyeball, so I'm giving it a pass. Twinarova. I used to like this boss a bit more, as when I was a kid, 2-phase boss fights always impressed me, but upon doing this fight as an adult, I had to laugh at just how easy it was. The concept is cool, I will admit, to fight fire with ice and vice versa though. Dark Link. Another boss that I was impressed with as a kid, but now is just an annoyance with figuring out how to defeat it. I do still think the concept is cool, even though it's technically reused from Zelda 2, and actually figuring out how to fight your evil clone, and I know that's not really what it is kind of gratifying, especially when you finally slay the boy. Volvagia. Are you really gonna tell me you don't like Volvagia? Yeah, it's not the greatest fight, essentially just bashing its brains in with a hammer, but fighting a dragon, especially when the game first came out, was absolutely awesome. The manga actually made me like this boss a bit more, with a backstory of Link finding and helping it as a baby, then Ganondorf brainwashing it after the time skip, and Link being forced to kill his friend. Brought a tear to my eye, even though I know it's not canon or anything. Volvagia's whole design is great too, so that's another plus. Ganondorf. I know it's kind of cliche to put the final boss as the best on a list, but are you really gonna tell me the whole atmosphere of the entire game leading up to this fight doesn't put you in some kind of mood? The entire tower of anticipation leading to a nice 2-phase battle that makes the Gerudo Man, who for the first time is in 3D with full range of motion, to decimate the puny Link, and the absolute gratification of finally putting a stop to this singular man's evil is quite honestly one of my favorite moments in gaming history. Like I said, not much to say on these bosses, but they are a nice slice of gaming history that hold strong in the game they're in, but are now, funnily enough to me, a relic of needing to ease the gaming base into a new era of 3D that they weren't quite sure people would get the hang of. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next video.